Everybody, it's the next morning right now, and it is in the middle of the day. It is super hot outside. And before I uploaded that video, I just wanted to kind of give you an update because here in South Florida, people think that you could just easily grow fruit trees, but it's not that simple. I mean, when it is this hot out and it is in the 90s and super hot, you don't want to be outside working. And this is my problem with people that do the high density gardening. They think, oh, I'll just prune the trees. And you have to find the time to prune the trees. And when it's hot outside, a lot of people don't want to be outside. However, I'm young and this is fun. And I love being outside, even if it's hot outside. But I still try to get most of my stuff done early in the morning. And this morning, I did prune my trees back. And I'm preparing to continue to do super density, high density in this yard. And I have some plans next door where they're not as high density, but I'm going to show you what I've been doing there. So since my last video, or the last filming, I had those plastic bags here on these, and everyone said don't do that. It's not a good idea. Julian from Laurel Farms, Miami, who I respect his knowledge very well, said it creates like a greenhouse effect. Now, if you don't wrap the actual budwood, then you might need to do that, and I've seen people do that. But if you wrap the budwood, you don't need to do it that way. So that's one thing. I was going to put foil around this, and it's something that somebody told me will keep it cooler. To be honest, that's where I normally do it. I normally put foil around it, but it can also make it hotter in there as well. And it is so hot that some of these are burning. But Alex from Tropical Acres and Julian, Laura, they both told me just leave it. It's fine. You know, and I've seen some people shade it. Some people suggested maybe putting a bag or an envelope over them. But if those bags or envelopes get wet, it can weigh it down, and it's already so delicate. So I don't want to put any more weight on it. But we'll see how it goes. I'll leave this like this for now. I might put foil over a few of them to kind of see the difference and how it goes. And we'll see. Now, this hasn't taken. What this is the person that gave it a budwood left a leaf on the top. And I've never done that before when I'm doing these. I've done that when I've done avocados, but not on mangoes. So we'll see if that makes a difference or not. And then let me turn this around. So this one had already, one of them already had taken, which was an excellent sign. But it's so crowded up there, I can't find it now. Oh, this one. So that one took. And it is getting a little shaded out maybe from those leaves up there. So I now have Sun Puri on this formerly lemon zest tree. But let me show you what I did this morning because I did some more trimming this morning while we're checking out the video here. I trimmed, the person came over for the budwood from my emerald tree, and I've been waiting to trim this tree back until he came over. So he came over and got his budwood, and today I trimmed the tree here, way back. This was a topwork cherry tree. Now there's another branch on here that I hadn't trimmed. This is either a guava or a Timor. And so that's separate from that. So we'll see how that does over there. And I still have to trim that jackfruit tree. That's a seedling, but there's still a jackfruit on there, so I'm holding off. I had trimmed that seedling as well. But there's so much more room now. I still have a few more trees to trim here. I got to trim back the orange sherbet tree. It's just about done. There's one or two more on there, but I'm going to trim that back. And I even trimmed my M4 back even more. So it's got a lot. I feel good about that. Once my jackfruit's on in that tree, I'm going to trim the jackfruit up. I took out this soursop tree. This was a named soursop tree that just didn't do anything for me. I never got fruit on it. But I cut it out, and I have that spot there that I'm going to put a dwarf tree, Alampur Banashan or Honeykiss. I'm going to put there. So I made another space. Now I do want to put a white sapote there, but I don't have room. That's a white zapote back there. That's so big. I gotta do something with that. I cut this a little bit more. This is was the sunrise top work of the Duncan. And this I cut, this was another jackfruit seedling that I had cut back. So besides the orange sherbet, I got the white zapote back there to trim. And we're looking good here for the trim season. This is the amazing seedling jackfruit that I got from this tree. That video is coming out soon. That's trimmed. Here's the other side to the tree that I just trimmed today. This was the emerald that the guy had come back for. And then I have another white zapote that's growing up here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but here's my neighbor's yard over here. And he hasn't gotten his trimming done yet. And these trees are much taller. You need to get it done, folks. Even if you're not doing high density gardening, you need to get it done. You're not going to pick mangoes off the top anyway. I mean, he has a namdak mai back there that's huge. You're not going to get them off the top. The birds are going to get them. So this is an Angie tree that's just growing tall. He needs to get these trimmed before they get out of hand. So even if you're not doing high density gardening, you should still be trimming. I'm going to trim back this white zapote here. And it's looking good. But trim, trim, trim. Now's the time, folks. Trim, trim, trim. And I trimmed this morning. Let's go and look at my star fruit in the front of the house. I trimmed that. There's a trimmed Angie that I had trimmed. This one still has Kent on them. This triple tree here. I even trimmed my mamey here. I trimmed my white zapote. I even trimmed the mamey back. There's across the street is my friend's cherry tree, which he trimmed, but still, it's pretty tall. So here I had trimmed my star fruit yesterday. And it just, everything's light now. It was dark. It was shaded out. So I got all that trimmed. Now I'm in the process of looking for budwood as the trees are growing in. But star fruit season is coming in next. See, I don't want to trim my avocados at the moment because there's avocados growing. And I did trim these at the end of the year last year, and I will trim them again. And the reason why it's so important to trim is because hurricane season's coming up, and even if you don't get a hurricane, it can get quite windy here. But we're looking good. Somebody was asking me about avocados, saying I hadn't mentioned them in a while. That's because during mango season, I like to make videos about mangoes, but this Oro Negro, hopefully it'll produce better. I'm not too thrilled about the production for a tree that size. The Ronnie is doing excellent. It's looking good this year. And Maria Black. These should be ready real soon. Maria Black. Some other tree I'm going to trim next. And I try to get it early and trim. This is my star apple. It's too high. I'm going to trim that. So you don't want a hurricane to blow the tree down. You want to keep them trim. So that I might hit that tomorrow. We're looking good here, folks. It is hot, hot, hot. All right, everybody. So there you have it. I just want to make this video to remind you all, you South Florida growers, trim your trees. And it's not easy. It's hard to cut some stuff that's grown, but it's worth it. Trim them. And it'll pay off when they grow back. You'll see. And the cooler weather is supposed to be coming soon, I hear. But I got a few more trees to trim here. And next door, I got 1 or 2 more to trim. But that's the update here. Until then, everybody, thanks for watching. Put your comments and questions below. Have a great day and keep growing.